Hello and welcome to a new stream. How's it going? Let me know if the audio is fine, if everything is good, and if I'm in focus. Give me just one sec. I'll change the music to get something more chill, or at least start from the top of the list. And yeah, that's it. We are live. Looks fine. And what's up, Nick? Well, let me say hi to everyone first. So what's up, Waypoint? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Mijo? Welcome to the stream. And what's up, Godfather? And Nick also. What's up and welcome. I hope you are all doing super fine. And dude, I have so many things to, well, it's not so many, but I do have some things to show you that I'm very excited about. I think they look very, very cool. So yeah. Audio sounds good? Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. Alright, so we're starting with, well, the first thing is animations, as I said in the title of the live, you know? So let's go with that first. Let me share you my screen. Well, I don't know. Well, you let me know. When was the last time that you were here, Waypoint? Because you probably have like a lot to catch up on. But I can update you pretty quickly. So if you let me know like roughly how many weeks you haven't joined a stream, I can update you more or less on what is the stage of the project. Oh, you are Mr. Cheesy back there, back then. Might have been, I don't know, weeks. Okay, let me start here with just the animations first, because it's very, like, it's the more intuitive. And you have a lot to see in terms of visuals, because during this month or so, we have been like just making visuals for the game, like just making sure that the visual aspect of the game is there, you know, like the identity is there. Maybe it's not like fully polished and there will be changes, but the visuals are there already. I just have to make an enemy to like finish the first pass of what the visuals will be, but I think you're gonna like this pretty much if you haven't seen anything. So let me first do a quick like walking around, or like a house tour as we did the other time, just to show Cheesy or Waypoint the like the place and what we have. So yeah, these are the visuals of the game, and as you can see, there is day and night cycle. So you're gonna see that the day is gonna like start getting like clearer and clearer, and I can show you like the full cycle later. So yeah, we have a settlement too. Like, this was so much work, but I'm so satisfied with how it turned out, with all of the decorations and stuff. So yeah, here we are. This is the beginning, like this is the entrance of the settlement. Yeah, day and night cycle, dude. I love the day and night cycle. I have to show you the full cycle. And Godfather, you say presents there? Why the formality? Yeah, the UI is not going to be final. It's something that I still need to change. But in terms of the graphics, well, there is one animation that you can already see, I think. It's the idle animation, because I reworked the whole way I did animations. It's very similar to what it used to be, but now instead of having a bunch of values all of the time for very different things, I just have keyframes. So I register every part of the body, like head, like the limbs, hands, feet, whatever. I register the rotation, position, and if it's gonna be mirrored or not in an animation. And that's like way simpler to do than having all of this scattered variables for each animation. Yeah, the golem is still in the game. It is functional, but it doesn't have the visuals, like the updated visuals. So yeah, it's there, but I have to update it if I wanted to still have it in the game. Alrighty. So let's do the... Yeah, did you like the the idol? I know it's pretty silly, but I enjoy these small details. Okay, so let's get in here. Like you can see, I'm gonna go pretty quick because I did this last week, the tour of the settlement. So we have some places over here where some guards will be likely rotating, and like a bedroll for one of them to sleep on. Here we have like a grain room where they store a lot of food. There are some chairs lying around over here, and this is an occupied settlement, so the decorations may change once you actually kill the enemies over here, and once you regain the control of this settlement instead of the settlement being controlled by the Archmage, you know? Okay. So here we have some more decoration. Here is like a proper bed, which I thought maybe an elite kind of enemy could be sleeping here. And here the other enemies are just gonna have bedrolls on the floor. So there's some hierarchy on how the enemies are going to be in the settlements. And L is over here, says hi, what's up L? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Or Randomous Bozo. And wait, when you say for death tools, if you added, make it to where you can spawn enemies whenever. The idol is way different than the last one. Yeah, the last one was non-existent. This one is very subtle. The last one like didn't really exist. Yeah, player is breathing. Is the player moving faster than the animation? You think so? Well, we can tweak those values. If you see... Yeah, I see some slide. I see a little slide. Maybe, since I was like tweaking things in animations, maybe I have to tweak the values there. Yeah, I haven't noticed. Or I didn't notice before. But yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. I say we, as... Well, just me. I'm going to fix that later, okay? But yeah, here we have another place, which is like the observatory or watchtower. And here are some like chests and stuff. Also, you see there are clouds, and the clouds are like there. I know in some other games they just use shaders for the clouds, and they don't really cast shadows onto the ground. But in this game, they are like there physically. Here we have some more like things. I imagine this place to be where they put all of the furniture that they are not going to use, that the other people that used to live here had. I'm gonna show you over here. Like, this is decorated. This is just not accessible by you yet, but there is another room over here that you will be able to visit, and it's just like a cool room where they store other types of food and supplies, you know. There's a well over here, another well over here, you know, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, there's another place for guards to like roam around and guard, but that's about it. Here you have the farmland, which is not maintained, so there's like some grass growing in the farm like plot, you know, because it's not maintained. And yeah, the cool room. Yeah, the wizard felt like skating today. And wait, when you say, I mean, I so much saw an idol before, I thought. No, we didn't have an idol animation before. It was like just block. Like, it was fully static. No movement at all. Yeah, immersion breaking. I'm refunding the game. It's not out yet. But we're fixing it. I'm fixing it, okay? Let's go to the game again. And yeah, what are the other animations? And these may be silly, but I wanted to do this for a long time. You see how you Well, the idle carries through all of the animations. Let me see. So yeah, I don't know if you notice, but the idle is in all of the animations. If you're not performing something, the player is kind of like breathing. So that's the cool thing about the system, like having all of these things separate and with their own state, is that you can handle, or you can have things animating in different states, and it looks like super cool. So yeah, here we have the player like just aiming, but now, I don't know if you can tell. Well, you tell me if you notice it. Do you notice what's the new thing? Well, let me get it over here. Do you notice what's the new thing? Yeah, the old mod was way more simple. And you say, Roman, move your cam screen left. You mean like, oh, to the other side? Well, I can yeah, let me do this over here. Unity capture, NVIDIA broadcast mic. Come. Let me just shrink it a little bit so I'm not covering everything. Is better? I'm just gonna maybe put it closer to me. Is better? Well, not better now, but I might have messed the setup. I think this is fine. Right? Roughly? Well, kinda, okay. Yeah, it's not the... what I was talking about is that it's super subtle, so I get it if you don't notice it. But now there is directional movement to the feet. So now you can see if I strafe, if I go left and right, while I look forward, it's not going to like just play. This was the regular animation we had. This is like it just going forward. And now if I go backwards, it plays a different animation. And if I go diagonally, it does play a different animation too. And to the sides, you know, super subtle. I know. It's not like a big thing, but I'm such a big fan of these little details. And yeah, the robe moves from a couple of updates ago. No multiplayer. No multiplayer. I thought this as a single player experience. What's up, BSM? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, we have new animations. If you just joined, I can show you. This is the idle animation, super subtle. And we have another animation, which is the directional moving. You see? So when you move backwards, for example, it plays a different animation than forward. And then left, right, and diagonally, they look or they play different animations to adapt to the direction the player is moving. It's raining bombs. I noticed. Okay, so there is one more animation, and I've just implemented it, so I hope it works. Okay. So remember I said I wanted to do something with running. Well, there is a run animation now. It's not like big surprise, but the thing is, when I said that, I thought we're gonna have running so you can run when you're outside of battle. So for exploration, it's better if you are able to run, you know, instead of like just walking. And yeah, it's not gonna be super useful in combat, because when you are in combat, you're gonna use stamina for running, which now, if you notice, if I touch, it's no longer a cooldown. It's using stamina. But since I'm not in combat now, I can just run, you know? And you let me know, it might need some tweaking, this animation. But roughly, this is how you look while you are running. So it's like a little bit more bouncy. The feet go further away from the body. You get more like inclined forward, you know? So this is the difference between walking, running, you know? Walking, running, walking, running. And it's the same key that you press for dashing. If I wanted to dash, I can just do this. If I hold, I'm gonna start running. His body probably needs to be further forward. There is a story. He was talking about. Oh yeah, I have other things to show you, not just the animations. And BSM, you say, if you have like a wand or staff thing, can you shoot out yellowish beams? There's not going to be staffs, just because of scope. I don't want to do staffs, because it would involve like doing the animations, balancing, like configuring it for what spells can be used with staffs and can't be used with staffs. I would need to do multiple staffs. I would need to like place them so you can acquire them in different places. I am not at a point at which I want to add more things that I had planned, because it has been like way longer than I expected for the things that I envisioned in the beginning. So I want to first finish what I first thought, and then if I have more time, I will try to add some more things that are good for the game. And Waypoint, you say, suggestion maybe, add like a story to the game. Seems kind of like a story game, to be honest. Yeah, there's gonna be a story. And as Nick said, yeah, there is a story. And I think I talked about the story 1 or 2 streams ago. We're gonna extort all the lore. Well, you kinda did some streams ago. Okay, so the other thing is, hey Nipple, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going, dude? Yeah, I'm not going to like repeat it because I went for like, I don't know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes like just jumping about this story. So I don't want to repeat that. But yeah, and just for you that you join right now, Apple, we have an idle animation. We have directional moving animation, so it's gonna look a little bit different if you go left, right, forward, backwards, and in the diagonals. It has its own animation, so that's it. And the last one was like just running. This is how you look running, and this is how you look like just walking. It probably needs some tweaking, but that's about it. That's about it of what I've shown you so far. So the other thing I did this week, apart from the animations, because that's the latest thing that I've done, well, is updating the spells to the new style. Because all of the spells were using a different style, and I told you last stream I would be updating them during this week, and that's what I've done. So I want to present you the new spells. Let me know what you think about them. I personally love them. Here is the magic bolt, and you can see we have no transparency for the shader I'm using. I'm using Pro Pixelizer, and I ended up like doing a lot of things to like dither them. So I'm using a lot of dither, and I made sure that everything is like has the same visual style. So you can see in the sky, you can see some dither. There is dithering in a full screen shader that I also did last week, and on the spells too. You can see this is how the flame wave looks now. That's how it looks. And Nepal will say, not too bad, how about you? Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And you say a lot of improvement here. And how did you achieve the animations? It's been forever since I tuned in. Well, it's the same system that I had before, but instead of having a bunch of variables for every animation, like before I had, I don't know, walking, shoulder rotation, walking, hand rotation X, and now it's just a keyframe. So even though there are going to be a lot of values that I'm not going to be using for each animation, I still like have them as keyframes. So I just do an animation in a keyframe and I can read whatever value I need, you know? Yeah, I came to my senses. What about a playtest? Playtest, I'm not sure when I'll do it. It's a week or two, I don't think more, and we'll have another version for you to try. And it's just going to be like a playtest of like graphics. Can you run this? Because there's a lot of lights and a lot of things, so it's gonna be like to try and see how everything, or sorry, how everyone can run the game. Like, do you have problems with it? Which setting do you have to use to run it properly? And stuff like that. Let's go with the next spell, which is very simple. Still, I haven't done a particular new texture for it, but I do think it looks fine. I've added some more particles around the around the area, you know, of the Oh, and you can see now the day and night cycle. We've been here for a long time, like the full day lasts 24 minutes. So yeah, a minute for an hour. And you can see we have some stars over here now. And no more clouds, by the way. And Waypoint to say, well, I'm gonna go. Hopefully I can join sometime again. Well, thank you for joining, dude. Really appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, hopefully when you join again, I'll have some more cool things to show you too. So, bye-bye. Take care. And Mijo, you say, I need this on my computer. Soon. You'll have it on your computer soon. And Ninja say, I wonder if your chairs will break on Vulcan. That does happen sometimes. I hope it doesn't. I just hope it doesn't, but I wouldn't say I'm doing anything too crazy. I would expect they're not going to break. Okay, let's go with well, this one, the chain, or sorry, yeah, chain lighting. This is that's the name of the. And this one looks pretty cool because you remember how it looked before the like the lighting, like thingies going around, like those lines. They looked good before, but now with the dithering, they look incredible. And here we have the last one. This one I think changed the most from what it used to be. It's like way less thick, and I do like how it looks. I think it's even better than the previous version. This is the Arcane Spear. There are some versions, or well, yeah, the condensed versions. You remember that you can condense your spells. Well, there is a variation for those, so that's also done. I can't show you in this map, so we'll have to go to the other one. So I can show you like in combat, because I haven't set up combat in here. But we'll move there and I'll show you the other versions. But before, there's one more spell that I can show you over here, which is the ability, like the defensive ability that I added, I don't know, some months ago, which is this one. Let me see if I can tweak this so I can spam this. Let's do player magic pulse. The cooldown duration is gonna be a second, so we can spam this. Yeah, so this is how it looks. I think it looks, yeah, like super cool. The dithering just adds so much to this. And need to say, so will they be on Steam this time? The betas. They look good, but now they look gooder. Well, that's great. So I'm very glad that you like it. I had some doubts while I was making them because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do something cool without being able to use opacity. But they seem fine. Okay. So about what you asked about them being on Steam, I'm not sure. Should I put them on Steam? Because I plan to like put the demo on Steam for sure, but I think this is more like an itch.io type of build, you know? Because there's not a lot to do. There's barely anything to do. But you let me know. You let me know if you think we could like put it on Steam. Like I'll hear you. Yeah, let's go to the other map, which is gonna clutch against this one. Oh yeah, let me show you one more thing before I go to the other map. So yeah, if you remember, you can like just sprint infinitely when you're not in combat. So when you damage an enemy, when you damage an enemy, then you're gonna start using stamina while you are in combat. But let's say I get out of the range of this guy. Let's see. I think this is gonna be enough because they have quite a large range. Maybe it's not gonna be enough. Well, if you like get out of the range and whatever, you're gonna be able to not spend stamina. Yeah, there it is. So I'm no longer spending stamina because I'm no longer in combat. So that's like for navigation mainly. You can still like use running while you're in combat, but the main thing is for navigation because for example, one thing I did, and that's what I was doing before the stream, is like making sure it works with all of the other states. Like now for example, I'm holding aim, but if I'm still holding aim and I start to run and then I stop running, then I'm gonna go back to aim, you know? So those little things, so everything like transitions properly. And also with the, oh yeah, this is new too. I haven't shown you this, but the health crystal looks like this now. It's pretty similar to what it used to look because, well, it was like super simple, just one color. Very basic material. So let's go to the other map. Go main scene. And I fixed the other map because remember last time I showed you the other map? Enemies weren't working at all. Now it works and it was just a problem with the navigation mesh. Which I had cleared while I was building the other map. And need to say, I don't know, you do you, because we can do both, no issue I think. But you mentioned you did want to have a drop-off point with those versions. And the whole visual overhaul is a pretty big jump. Yeah, it is. That's a good point. The thing is, I was thinking like more like leaving it at the beta, so you can like play all of the versions up to the beta, or sorry, up to the demo, which is gonna be like beta 3.4 or like beta 3.x, whatever it ends on. So yeah, demo. And so you're gonna be able to play the demo on Steam, and that's gonna be like the last free version of the game. So I was thinking, yeah, until then I can like just publish it wherever. But yeah, I'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. Damn, you lost 5,000 betting on black. And Nick, you say having them on Steam would be more convenient for sure, though. Yeah, good point. Like, I don't really have an argument for not putting it on Steam. I guess the only thing to consider would be like, is it gonna be on itch too? We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out later. So yeah, the combat looks like. What did I want to show you over here? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the condensed versions of these spells. And if you don't hear sound, well, here are some problems because of the way the maps work. And with this particular spell, sometimes like the lower part ends up inside the ground, and quite often in this map. But yeah, that's something to be fixed. It's not big deal. So yeah, let's kill some enemies to get some mana. And why couldn't I show you in the other map? It's because I need to get some mana, and to get some mana I need to kill enemies, and to kill enemies I need a proper manager handling that, and I don't have the manager on the other map, because the other map is like purely visual. If you kill an enemy there, it's gonna like throw an error. Yeah, so let me get some mana. And it's running pretty well. Well, not just in this map, but in the other map, it's like solid 80 FPS all the time. So let's see. Now, let's go with the Flame Wave. And let's make it a little bit larger. And let's do Condense. So this is how Condense looks like now. It is like a fireball, kind of. And the other one is the Arcane Sphere. This is how the regular Arcane Sphere looks, like this. And this is how it looks condensed. Cooler, you see? That one's cooler. The condensed version of that one is cooler than the other condensed version. I think just it's a little bit larger too. I don't know. Damn, 20,000. Godfather. And need you say, is knockback for mines a nerf or a buff? I would say is a nerf or a buff. I'm not sure, cause I would say it's a buff. Because maybe it's not like super visible over here, but you could use it to your advantage in a lot of situations with it. If you know how to use it properly, maybe there will be some situations where it's gonna be worse if you don't use it that well, but it's not going to be substantially worse. Maybe just a slight bit worse. But if you use it well, it's gonna be like very buff. Snowball, fireball. Yeah. So yeah, those are the new spells. So that's mainly what I've done this week. I don't think I've done anything new. Like just take into consideration, it did take a lot of time. Like just figuring out how I would go about doing the spells took time, and then making them actually also took time. Then the whole animation thing. Yeah. But I'm very satisfied with how the game is looking so far. At one point, I thought it would be like I was like straight doubting myself. I'm not gonna be able to like do a cool look for the game. Like the game's gonna end up looking generic, and at least you can like it more or less. But I think it's not generic. It doesn't look generic. Now, if you like it or not, and how much you like it, that's another question, you know? But I think the look is not generic at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of the map. It's gonna be there. It's gonna exist somewhere, you know? I was thinking of... I'm not sure if the big boy is gonna make it to the final game, like as one of the regular bosses. But I was thinking maybe I could find a place, like I don't know. I could be spoiling it, but maybe at the edges of the map, where if you jump into a certain like place, you're not going to die, and instead there's gonna be like a place where you can fight the big boy. So yeah, I want to take some things out of the previous version just for like Easter eggs, you know, not really like gameplay, you know. Yeah, what else do I have to show you? Let me see. I think at this point I always do this, but it's like showing you, like revising everything that I've worked this week, and then like telling you what's next, you know. So let's go pretty quick with these ones because I've like told you. Yeah, revisiting them. Well, I'm not sure if I actually showed you this, but there is some post-processing going on. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the world has all of the post-processing effects it's going to have. They are there. Now, they're going to be tweaked depending on the region and depending on other stuff. They're going to be tweaked there. Like, yeah, the values are going to be changed and stuff depending on like different things. But yeah, the stack is there for post-processing. Then revisiting the spell roster, like what are gonna be the spells that you're gonna have for the demo. Then remaking the visuals of or reworking the visuals of the spells. Then making the keyframes. This is the task for the keyframes. Transforming the animation system to keyframes. Idle animation, directional walking animation, and just now is the player movement and combat stamina system, which is like I literally finished this minutes before I started stream, which is the system of being able to run infinitely unless you are in combat, which is gonna start counting towards stamina subtracting, you know. Thank goodness for that. I know, right? I wanna keep some things from older versions, you know. It's like nostalgic, or at least I have some appreciation for those prototypey things. And Nick, you say, since Big Boy already exists, at least making him a hidden one would be my favorite solution. Yeah, like mine too. Like something that you have to discover. Like it's not like something that you need to beat the game or anything. It's like just there. If you find it, you can like fight against him and stuff. It would be cool. And you say, I like that crotch still sitting there. Crotch. What crotch? I wouldn't call Big Boy nostalgic. He was the bane of my existence. Yeah, it was a pretty tough guy, especially before the nerf. Before the nerf, it was incredibly difficult to beat him. Oh, the one at the bottom of my to-do. What trash? Oh, this one, Game Crash. Oh yeah, I haven't done it, and it's like just something super simple to fix. I've just been postponing it because I prefer like going into tasks that are going to take more of my mental capacity, you know, before handling stuff like this, which is like a reward. Fixing this is like a reward, to be honest, because it's so simple. And it's not something new to add. It's just something to fix. Yeah, so that's about it. I think I'll finish stream early because I really have shown you everything that I've done so far. Let me see. I think this is the regular camera size. I hope it is. Yeah, so that's like literally we have 5 tasks, just 5 tasks, and some of these are gonna take a lot of time. So, but I plan to finish beta 3.0 by maybe Wednesday of next week. Probably you don't have to listen to when I say dates, because you know things get messy. But I do like to jab about them anyway. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'll go to the other camera. Thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week with more progress. Hopefully another version. I think probably on Steam, and we'll see if on itch, or we'll see if on Steam, because I still haven't like done any build on Steam in my life. So yeah, bye. Take care. Enjoy the weekend. Neville, you say keep grinding away, my man. I will. And I can't wait to stream this. Yeah, dude, you're gonna be one of the first ones. I'll let you know. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. Bye, Nepal. Bye, Godfather. Bye, Nick. Bye, Beehole, if you're still here. Yeah, Waypoint left a long time before. But bye anyway. And bye, BSM. Bye-bye. Take care.